Welcome back to our YouTube channel Aman Codes. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about predefined functions in Frozenset data type. So let's see, we have 8 predefined functions in this Frozenset data type. Frozenset contains the following predefined functions. See here, we have copy of function, is disjoint, is a superset of, is a subset of, union, intersection, difference, symmetric underscore difference. So these are the 8 predefined functions in Frozenset data type. So let's see one by one. Now we are going to see copy of function. As already we know that copy of function will copy the content from one object to another object, right? So wherever we get this copy of function, at that time, we already know that 99% it is going to be implemented shallow copy, right? In Frozenset data type, whenever we get this copy of function, this is going to implement a deep copy. So let's see. Now I'm opening Python command prompt here. This is my Frozenset. This is the values of Frozenset and which comes under class Frozenset, right? So I want to copy these Frozenset elements into fs2. fs2 is equals to fs1 dot copy of, right? So this is a syntax for copy of function. So this content is going to be copied and placed into fs2. Now I'm going to retrieve fs2 and its type. See here. So fs2 has the same Frozenset. I'm going to retrieve the memory address of fs1. Let's see. Now I'm going to retrieve the memory address of fs2. See here, whenever we got this copy of function, 99% it is going to be implement shallow copy, right? So what is shallow copy? The initial content is the same. Initial content is the same. And the address of two sets. So the address of two set objects are going to be different in shallow copy. Here the address of fs1 and the address of fs2 is the same. See here 9856, right? 99% wherever we get copy of function in Python, it is going to be implement shallow copy only. So the remaining 1%, it is going to be implemented deep copy in the case of Frozenset predefined functions. So see here, fs1 and fs2, right? Same address. Same address in the sense it is comes under deep copy, right? In general, immutable object content is not possible to copy in the case of tuple. Tuple is an immutable object, right? So in the case of tuple, we don't have this type of predefined function called copy of. So here we have that copy of. Whereas in case of frozen set, we can copy the content of one frozen set object into another frozen set object. Here, original frozen set object and copied frozen set object contains same memory address. See here. So the address of two objects are same here. It is not at all possible to modify or change their content. We can't modify the content and we can't change the content, right? So hence copy procedure of frozen set is considered as deep copy only. So that is the reason we have considered this as deep copy. It uses copy of, but it is going to be implemented deep copy only. No shallow copy implementation here. So this is all about the first predefined function called copy of. So in Frozen set, we have 8 predefined functions only. Apart from this, if we are going to use that set of predefined functions in Frozen set, then we are going to get an error called attribute error. If we call the set predefined functions on frozen set object, then we are going to face an error called attribute error. So let's try to see that attribute error also. So apart from these, in set we have update function, right? So now I'm trying to do update function. See here fs1 dot update of fs2. Frozen set object has no attribute called update of. The next predefined function is disjoint of. What is disjoint of in the sense? This all theory part I have covered in set predefined functions, right? So the same thing is going to be here also. Joint in the sense, if we have two sets, in that two sets, any one element is common, then it is going to be joint set. So if there is no common element between the sets, Between the two sets, if there is no common elements, then that set is known as disjoint set. So here is disjoint function will do is that disjoint set or not, it is going to be retrieved in the sense it is going to be throw true or false. So let's see. So this is my fs2 and this is my fs3, right? So these are the two frozen sets. So in order to do this is disjoint of function, I'm going to do like this. So fs2 dot is disjoint of fs3. See here, so there is no common element between fs2 and fs3, right? So that is, it has retrieved true. Next, in the place of disjoint sets, I'm going to use superset. See here, superset, right? Is superset of. Is superset of it is going to retrieve false. See here, false. Why? Why in the sense fs2 is not superset of fs3. So fs3 elements are not contained by fs2 elements, right? So that is the reason it is not a superset. So if we are going to use here subset, so it is also going to be false. See here, fs2 is not subset of fs3. Now we have completed is disjoint of, is superset of, is a subset of, right? So let's see this union function, union predefined function. So in the place of is a subset of, I'm going to use union of. So see here, what is union of function will do? Union of function will retrieve the unique elements from the both the set objects. From fs2 and fs3, the unique elements are. So in the place of union, if I use intersection of, right? There is no common elements between the two sets. That is the reason it has given empty frozen set, right? So fs2 is this, fs3 is this. There is no common elements between these two sets, right? So that is the reason. So that is the reason it has given empty frozen set as a result. So intersection function will do that. So apart from this union intersection, we have this difference of a function. See here, what the difference of function will do? Difference of function will remove the common element from the both the sets. So it takes the elements from the first set. So this difference of function will remove the common elements from both the sets. So and it is going to take the remaining elements from the fs2. See here. So the remaining elements from the fs2 are 10, 20, 30. So see here. So 10, 20, 30 has been retrieved, right? So why it is retrieved 10, 20, 30 in the sense? fs2 and fs3, there is no common elements. So in the place of difference of, if I going to use next predefined function called symmetric underscore difference of, I'm going to use here this symmetric underscore difference of. What this symmetric underscore difference of will do in the sense, it is going to remove the common elements from the both the sets. So it is going to retrieve the remaining elements from the both the sets. So it has retrieved the elements from the fs2 and fs3. Why in the sense there is no common elements to remove from the both the sets, right? So that is the reason it has given like union function what it is going to give. So these are the 8 important predefined functions on frozen set data type. So this is about the predefined functions in frozen set data type. So apart from this, I want to show you one documentation. I'm going to give here help of Frozenset I'm going to use. So help on class Frozenset, which is present in module built-ins. So these are the predefined functions that are present in Frozenset data type. So this information has given by the Python itself, right? So see here, we have copy of, difference of, intersection of, like this we have 8, right? So if you observe here copy of, so here they specified that it returns shallow copy of a set, right? So, but here the data type name is frozen set, right? So they have mentioned here as a set, right? So this is wrong documentation. So why it is wrong documentation in the sense? So not only we have seen copy of function in frozen set, it is going to be implemented deep copy, right? So here they mentioned it returns a shallow copy of set. So they mentioned the content of set predefined functions in Frozenset predefined functions. So this is all about today's episode. In this episode, we have discussed about predefined functions in Frozenset. That's all for today's episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Aman Codes. Thank you so much for watching.